We have all been there. That one class, one lecture, one video that puts you to sleep every single time. We know as audience members, regardless of how interesting the content is, it makes it so much more difficult to appreciate it if the speech is delivered poorly. Maybe the speaker is speaking too slow or too fast, too loud or even too quiet, but either way, we're getting kind of bored. As a speaker, there are so many ways to prevent this from happening to you. You're naturally equipped with the tools you need to make public speaking easier. You just need to learn how to use them properly. Today, you'll learn how to strategize your speech effectively. Breathing is your most important tool. We explained in the previous lesson why you shouldn't breathe with your chest, but with your diaphragm. You need to create a vacuum in your lungs that lets you maximize airflow. To check if you're breathing with your diaphragm when practicing, place your hand on your upper abdomen when you breathe. You should be able to feel it expand when you breathe in. If instead you find that your shoulders are rising when you speak, that means you're breathing with your chest. Practice this frequently before your speech so that when you get nervous, you already have some good habits to fall back onto. Now that we know how to breathe properly, you'll need to use that knowledge and take advantage of it. Breathing can affect several aspects of your speech, but we're going to highlight the most important ones. First is volume, second is pace, and third is tone. A critical rule that we believe here at Speech Dojo is that change is always good. Humans have an impressive ability to tune things out when they hear things that are too constant over a period of time. It's why white noise machines work as sleep aids. By changing things like your volume, pace, and tone, you're keeping the audience alert to the delivery of your speech. Your volume is critical to delivery, and it's affected by how much air you bring out of your lungs when you speak. Being able to push your voice to fill a room is called projection. Along with projecting your voice, you may need to change your volume to emphasize certain parts of a speech. It isn't the specific loudness or quietness of your voice that will alert your audience to your point, but rather the shift from loud to quiet, or quiet to loud, that it'll make them lean forward into your content. With pacing, you can be a bit more creative in how you're shifting your tempo to provide emphasis. You can vary the speed of your sentences. For example, saying 2 sentences quickly, then slowing down to emphasize the final, most important point. It'll be more effective than if you're trying to say them all at the same speed. You can also vary the rate at which you speak individual words and incorporate pauses. For example, as the government of the United States, we do not negotiate with terrorists. The most difficult in the three is varying your tone. The difference between varying tone and volume is that tone has to do with the pitch of your voice, or how high or low, and volume has to do with the loudness. Your pitch needs to follow the content and energy of the speech itself. A sentence said in a higher pitch will come across as more energetic, and a sentence said with a lower pitch is clearly more somber and serious. Carefully using breathing to vary these 3 things throughout your speech will make your audience more engaged. You can still come across as natural and authentic, even if your speech has been carefully rehearsed and strategized. In fact, at Speech Dojo, we consider this another one of the most important rules. Practice and strategy bring authenticity. By developing strategies to help you prepare for a speech, you can build new habits to fall back on stage. In the next optional analysis, you'll learn how to score a speech effectively, which is to annotate a speech to show how you, as the speaker, are going to change your volume, tone, and pace through breathing.